Hey guys, Flemington here. Welcome back to the Pokemon YouTube channel that definitely isn't for kids. So, the previous person who won these giveaway cards, and yes, we added a Drowsy to it, previous person who won these giveaway cards sadly is not in the continental United States and did not reply to who we should send them to within the continental United States. So, we will be giving these away again. Go ahead and comment on this video, and reason why I say this YouTube channel definitely isn't for children. If you haven't heard some of my one offers and various things to put you off and make you think, we're going to have a new debate. So instead of talking about which Pokemon out of this collection is the sexiest, argue to me whether or not having a relentless boner that just will not go away is a superpower or isn't a superpower. There is no right answer, just simply the best narrative and best well thought out explanation of which one is or isn't a superpower. So, all you have to do to win these cards is simply comment below on this video whether a boner that never goes away is a superpower or isn't a superpower. But while we're also going through this, we will also do our quest for 100. So if you aren't tracking, so I'm going to move these out of the way, and they'll all come sleeved, penny sleeved at a minimum. There'll be a top loader here and there and a little bit of a better sleeve. But, and also, obviously, if it wasn't obvious, you have to be in the continental United States to win. Well, you can win, but we won't ship outside the continental United States. So I'm sorry, Well Ord, he was the previous person, or she was the previous person that won, but you have to be in the continental United States. So, of course, we're doing the quest for 100 also in this episode, because I already have everything set up for that. So, quest for 100. Now, I do have a few regrets myself because there's a few cards that I didn't send into the PSA that I just went ahead and sold straight up on eBay, and I probably shouldn't have done that, reflecting on the condition of the cards, and that they actually still would have, they would have still have sold for even more PSA graded, but I went ahead and sold them. They were Charizards. But moving in is we have a base set non-shadowless Zapdos. The main foil is pretty good. The camera phone, or the phone, whatever you want to call it, is blocking a lot of the lighting. There is silvering along the edge. I don't think it'll be an 8, and I really don't know what a 6 looks like. The back itself is pretty solid. I guess the centering is off. I call them miscuts, but I guess, I don't know. I could see a 7 because the back is pretty squared away. Let me know what you think also in the comments below. Guessing the grade. So we'll sleeve that up later. I'm going to guess 7 on that Zapdos. Up next, we have a Dark Alakazam. So the pause, guys, while I'm doing this is me pulling the things out of the sleeve so we can get a better look. Oh, I'm feeling the back of it, and I'm feeling some damage on the bottom right corner, just feeling it. But the front is pretty solid. That line is just factory lines. I don't think they grade against factory lines for the hollow foil. It's kind of funny how his hollow foil, like, you don't see anything until you get just the right tilt. They did that kind of just with how the light hits him. I wonder if it would be possible to see a swirl on him. I guess there's sort of like a big swirl going on back there. Let's check the back. Top left, top right, pretty decent. This corner felt funny. There's a little nick there. Honestly, though, I don't see why this couldn't get an 8, depending on how they grade it. I feel like there's definitely warp, but a PSA doesn't mention really much about warp in their grading scheme, so honestly, I couldn't tell you. Oh, looks like Bagon still stayed into the scene somehow. So up next is a hollow Dark Dugtrio. There's a little bit of damage on the front. Not like the foil, like thank goodness the foil is in like perfect condition. And like what's so crazy to me is a lot of these cards sometimes you just pass right by, you don't even like pay attention to like see what's going on. Like, because all the original hollow foils were kind of just Pokemon with kind of like their element around them for their foil, but like some cards like this one have like an actual like thing going on in the background, so Dark the Trio is busting into someone's room. You can see the dressers and the cups and the furniture, and they're coming to the floor and someone's bed in the top right. So yeah, sometimes there's just some crazy scenes in Pokemon cards. And those aren't scratches, that's actually like action lines of them breaking in through the floor. So, disclaimer when you're buying this card, not necessarily for me, but when you're buying this card in general, those aren't scratches. There's warp, but once again, and I don't think PSA grades harshly against warp or even has warp in their considerations, because when they encase it, warp won't be visible. Um, Depending on how they grade warp, now there's some lining here. I could definitely see it being an 8. I don't know, guess the grades. I haven't got my grades back from the ones that I sent in for the original 15 that aren't a part of the Quest for 100. They're just for me to help get reference, and they were a part of the PSA membership, the 15 free vouchers. I mean, free, but we've got Dark Hypno now, Hollow. He's kind of hard to find Hollow in my opinion, at least he was for me growing up. I had quite a few of them non-hollow, and he's got a cool background going on too. And I think that's kind of, the thing about the various generations of cards is just what artwork they're going to do next, or what scene they're going to put them in next. Now there is some light scratching on the foil. I wouldn't say it's intense at all by any means. The corners are pretty good, top and bottom. Depending on how harsh they, well, there's a little nick here, so 7 to 8. It can't be 9. There's too many little nicks, but definitely it should 100% be a 7. But I could see it really pulling at 8. Really, I think one of the issues is the PSA cases don't open. So even though if you don't know, I use a PSA 8 Magneton to reference cards when I go and buy cards in person to make sure that the cards I buy are near mint. The only issue is it's behind a plastic case, so I can only get so much. I mean, it sounds like only so much, but it kind of is. I can only get so much of a good look at what PSA considers an 8, since you can't open their cases. So this one, and I didn't actually mean to make this last, it just happened to be last on today's video, is a first edition Dark Dragonite, which is super sought after. I don't see any swirl in this one. But, whatever. Clean holographic, which is great. There's like some, I don't know what you're going to call it. It's not whiting, it's not a nick. It's just kind of like card upraise. I kind of just call it a nick. It's not necessarily a nick. Other than that, the front of it's really clean. Not too much warp, but again, I haven't seen it in the PSA's grading scheme. Nothing crazy. Just some sort of white line running around the back. Gloss and centering's pretty good on the back. So, honestly, should be a strong 8. Possibly even a 9. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to comment in the giveaway. So these for the Quest for 100 will put us at 84 up to 79. So these will be added. Make your guesses in the grades. I said 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 7 to 8, and 8 to 9. So let me know what you think. I know you guys kind of have an unfair advantage, or I have the unfair advantage because I have them in person. You can only see them on camera. But hey, let me know what you think. Let me know what else we want to see. I know that PSA Is It Worth It's been kind of on hold, but that series takes a little bit of time. And I really need to get these out the door, my PSA cards. So this is the PSA Quest for 100, and don't forget about that giveaway. Thanks. Bye.